I wasn't supposed to be there. That's probably the simplest way to explain everything. Not supposed to be on that station, not supposed to take that job, and definitely not supposed to follow a small alien child into a part of the galaxy where humans weren't exactly welcome. But life doesn't really care about supposed to. My name is Cale Turner, former reconnaissance pilot, current drifter. I take contracts where I can get them, keep my head down, and try not to get involved in anything that smells like politics, royalty, or interstellar conflict. That last part didn't work out. The station was called Naraxis Port. If you've never heard of it, that's intentional. It sat in a dead zone between major trade routes. Too far out to matter, too useful to abandon. The kind of place where smugglers, traders, and people trying to disappear all ended up eventually. I was there for repairs. Engine trouble. Again. You push this ship too hard, the mechanic told me, wiping his hands on a rag that looked older than the station itself. It still flies, doesn't it? I replied. He gave me a look. That's not the same thing. I paid him half up front. The other half when he finished, assuming he didn't vanish with my ship, which, on Naraxis, was a very real possibility. So I waited. And waiting is how I found her. She was sitting alone near the edge of Docking Bay 3. Small. Still. At first, I thought she was just another traveler. Then I realized she was alone. Not waiting for someone alone. Not got separated in the crowd alone. Completely. I slowed my steps, watched from a distance. No guardian. No escort. No one even looking at her. That wasn't normal. Not for a child. Not anywhere. I hesitated. I've learned over the years that getting involved usually makes things worse. For me. For everyone. But something about the way she sat there, quiet, watching, waiting, reminded me of something I didn't want to remember. I sighed. Yeah, I muttered. This is a bad idea. And walked toward her anyway. Hey, I said, keeping my voice calm. She looked up. Her eyes were bright. Not human. Not anything I recognized immediately. But not afraid. That was the strange part. You are human, she said. Her voice was soft. Certain. Last time I checked, I replied. She nodded, as if confirming something important. Good, she said. I blinked. Good. She stood. Small. Barely reaching my waist. Then she said the words that changed everything. I'm taking you to my mother. I stared at her. I'm sorry, what? She reached out and took my hand. Just like that. No hesitation. No doubt. Come, she said. I didn't move. Kid, I said, gently pulling my hand back. I think you've got the wrong guy. She frowned. No, she said. You are the right one. That wasn't reassuring. Where are your parents? I asked. She tilted her head. My mother is waiting. Where? She pointed. Toward the far end of the station. The restricted section. Great. I can't go there, I said. Yes, she replied simply. You can. I should have walked away. Any sensible person would have. But again, life doesn't care about supposed to. All right, I said slowly. You lead. I'll follow. She smiled and started walking. The deeper we went into the station, the quieter it became. Less crowded. More controlled. Security increased, which made me more nervous with every step. Kid, I said quietly, you sure about this? Yes, she said. That was her answer to everything. We reached a checkpoint. Armed guards. Not the station kind. Better equipped. Better trained. They noticed us immediately. Weapons didn't raise. But attention sharpened. Stop, one of them said. I did. The child didn't. She walked right up to them. I have returned, she said. The guards froze. Just for a second. Then, they stepped aside. I stared. "You've got to be kidding me," I muttered. We passed through. No questions. No resistance. "That was easy," I said. She glanced back at me. "Yes," she said. "Not helpful. The corridors beyond were different. Cleaner. Brighter. Designed. Not like the rest of the station." We stopped at a large set of doors. They opened before we reached them. And suddenly, I wasn't on a station anymore. I was in a palace. The room was massive. High ceilings. Flowing architecture. Light that seemed to come from everywhere and nowhere at once. And, at the far end, she stood. The Empress. I didn't know that yet. But I felt it. The moment I saw her. Authority. Power. Presence. She didn't need a title. The room told you everything. The child let go of my hand. And ran forward. "Mother," she said. The woman stepped forward. Her expression, calm, composed, softened instantly. She knelt and embraced the child. Relief. That's what it was. Pure, unfiltered relief. "You are safe," she said quietly. "I told you I would return," the child replied. Then, the Empress looked up at me, and everything changed. Her gaze sharpened, assessing, calculating. "You brought him," she said. The child nodded. "Yes." The Empress stood, slowly, and approached. I straightened instinctively, because something in me knew this wasn't just anyone. "You are human," she said. "Yeah," I replied. A pause. Then, "You will explain," she said. It didn't take long. I told her everything. The docking bay, the child, the walk. I left nothing out, mostly because I had a feeling she'd know if I did. When I finished, the room was silent. "You followed her," the Empress said. "Yes." "You did not know who she was." "No." "You did not know where she would take you." "No." A longer pause. "Why?" I hesitated. Then, "Because she was alone," I said. The Empress studied me. Long. Carefully. Then she turned to the guards. "Leave us." They obeyed instantly. Now it was just the three of us. "You have done something significant," she said. I frowned. All I did was walk with her. "No," she said. "You ensured her safe return." I glanced at the child. She was watching me, smiling slightly. "What happened?" I asked. The Empress exhaled slowly. "She was taken," she said. The words hit like a shockwave. "Kidnapped." "Yes." "And you just let her wander the station alone?" Her gaze hardened. "She escaped." I blinked. "She found her way back," the Empress continued, "through a station she had never seen before." I looked at the child again. "And then she found me," I said. "Yes," the Empress said. "Why me?" The child answered. "Because you felt safe." That wasn't something I was used to hearing. The Empress stepped closer. "You have my gratitude," she said. I nodded. "Just doing the right thing." She studied me again. "Few do," she said. I thought that would be the end of it. It wasn't. "Stay," the Empress said. I blinked. "Stay?" "Yes." "I've got a ship. It will be compensated," she said. "I've got contracts. They will be resolved." I frowned. "Why?" She looked at her daughter, then back at me. "Because she trusts you," she said. And just like that, I was no longer a drifter passing through. I was a guest, in the court of an alien empress. Days turned into weeks. I learned more than I ever wanted to know about their world, their politics, their enemies, and the truth behind the kidnapping. It wasn't random. It was a message. To the Empress. "You have enemies," I said one evening. "Of course," she replied. "And they're bold enough to take your daughter." Her expression darkened. "They will not succeed again." But I wasn't so sure. because power attracts conflict. And this wasn't over. The attack came at night. Fast. Precise. They breached the outer defenses. I found myself standing between the child and something I couldn't outrun. Stay behind me, I said. You cannot stop them, she said. Yeah, I replied, but I can try. The fight wasn't clean or easy, but it was enough because help arrived. And when it was over, everything changed again. The Empress stood before me. You continue to choose this, she said. I shrugged. Guess I do. She stepped closer. You could leave, she said. Yeah, I replied, but I won't. She studied me. Then, for the first time, she smiled, not as a ruler, but as something else. Then you are no longer a guest, she said. And just like that, a chance encounter, a simple choice, became something more. Because sometimes you don't choose where you end up. Sometimes a child takes your hand and leads you somewhere you were never meant to go. Home, even if it belongs to an empress.